Hello YouTube. This week, Jim Tubman Chevrolet has given me the keys to a 2017 Chevrolet Corvette Z06. Let's take a look. If you're looking for a Chevrolet vehicle or a Z06, do check out Jim Tubman Chevrolet, 1770 Bank Street in Ottawa, Ontario. They're kind enough to lend me this car for the day to give you a walk around and take it for a little bit of a drive. So what we've got here is a beast of a car, 650 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque, 6.2 liter V8 engine with a supercharger. This model here starts at 95, I believe, and this one's spec'd out to 120 Canadian, $120,000 Canadian. Big brakes, carbon brakes. This thing is mean. It looks awesome. 285 30/19 front tires. It just looks sweet. I can't wait to get on the road with this thing. Check out the back, signature Corvette, dual headlights, quad exhaust. Look in the trunk here. I'm sure all Corvette drivers are super interested in the trunk. We've got a bunch of junk in here. This is a brand new vehicle. And make my life easier today, I've actually got a price sheet. So $120,595. It's got a $10,000 preferred equipment package, which gives you navigation, leather seats, the bucket seats. Check out the back of those seats. Really cool, thin seats. And so it's got a ton of features and a ton of style. Take a quick look inside. Huge Corvette logo on the door panel. So under the hood, very light, weighs basically nothing. You've got a really cool Z06 badge under the hood, and this is your lethal 6.2 liter V8 engine with the supercharger. Nice and compact engine for the power that it has and the size it is. And it really keeps the weight low down in the vehicle and makes this thing grip like crazy. All right, so on the inside here, now that we've taken it for a little quick rip, we've got this really cool steering wheel, the cut-off bottom, Z06 on it. Feels really nice in the hands, nice thick leather, and actually quite a good turning circle on it too. This is kind of like a carbon fiber trim down here. And on here you've got your cruise control settings and all your settings to play with the in-screen dash that we've got up here. So let's move on to that. You've got this really cool sporty cluster, crazy speedometer over on the left-hand side here that goes up to 360 kilometers an hour. But you most likely won't be looking at that because you're going to be looking at the digital speedometer in the middle, or you'll be looking at your head-up display concentrating on the road. Over on the right-hand side, you've got a gas gauge and a temperature gauge. And then if we go into the tachometer and the speedometer in here, you've got a whole bunch of settings in here. Engine hours, speed limits, how much fuel you've used, your average fuel economy over the last 100 kilometers, your tire pressures, and a whole bunch of stuff in here. And you can adjust what's in there under these settings. You can kind of change all these settings. In here, you got your navigation, your audio, and performance. So under performance, it really changes the dash up, looks even more sporty. And you can also record. So there we go. We've got the G-force meter, which will show you your lateral Gs. And this car can pull up to 1.2 lateral Gs in stock form. You can do a 0 to 100 kilometer an hour performance timer. So if you can find an abandoned abandoned strip and take her for a rip. You can see if you can beat the advertised 3.2 second 0 to 100 kilometer speed, and oil pressure, battery voltage, trans fluid, so all the important things. It even tells you a tire temp now. That's freaking cool. Tire temp. And it'll show you what the electronic LSD is doing as well. So you go through all those settings. Hopefully you do that while you're not driving, because you're going to be concentrating on the road or on the track, wherever you're driving this thing. And then, so let's move over to here. So you've got your 7-speed transmission, 7 forward, 1 reverse, so 8 speeds really. You've got your mode select here. So this is your mode select for your fuel economy or your weather mode and things like that, as well as you can turn your traction control off. I'd recommend you leave that on, really. It does have performance traction control, advanced track, but unless you're a pro driver, this thing's got so much power. Just leave that guy on unless you want to get into trouble. A couple cup holders and a 12-volt outlet. Still need to carry your things around. Cool logo, 650 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque. It does have automatic climate control, navigation system. A little bit blurry here you're seeing. It's just because this is a brand new car. We still have got the seals on it, so that would come off if you own this car. This screen does go down, and behind here you can store your phone for Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and your USB plug right back there to keep your phone charged and plugged in. In here you've got your audio settings. This is all touch screen, of course. Go through your audio settings, navigation, and zoom in and out and all that. So that's all there, all your creature comforts. And of course, this is what people really look forward to, is this performance data recorder. So this will record actually your driving. So if you take it to a racetrack, throw in an SD card, you'll get video of dash cam video of your track driving. You can define a start and end finish line, so it'll know, and it'll actually record your lap times and give you data overlaid on the video perfectly. So you can choose your overlay, what you want it to look like, sport, track, or just performance timing. So we head over to track, and it'll check that, and then you'll have that overlay on your video. So that's really cool. In here you've also got your camera, which will show you your backup cameras as well as your forward camera. So you've kind of got your side cameras, your back cameras, and your front cameras all here, so you can see, because it is, this is a low vehicle, so it is a little bit difficult to see behind without these cameras. But if you turn on the lines there and you turn the steering wheel, you'll see those lines, so it makes it really easy to park this car with these cameras on. All right, so we got this beast on the road, and it sounds like a beast. So the first thing you'll notice when you get on the road, I'm in the city, and this thing's actually really easy to drive, even though I've got almost 700 horsepower and 700 pound-feet of torque, 650, 650 under my foot. First gear, acceleration, it just feels like driving any normal car. I don't want to make that sound bad, but it doesn't feel like the beast it is until you really stomp on it. And we do have a 7-speed manual transmission in this vehicle, which will give you nice low revs on the highway and allow you to really cruise a long time in this car. So I'm in 7th gear now, cruising at 66 kilometers an hour, and we're at like 800 RPM, and you just tip your foot in and it still moves up this hill, so it's working. You can feel that power. A little bit get used to going from 7th downshift into 6th. That actually ended up in 4th because there's just the gears are so close together on this shifter as well. The older Corvettes were really known for kind of beating you up on the streets, especially on these kind of rougher roads. But this suspension, it's firm, it's stiff, but I wouldn't mind driving it all day, that's for sure. The shifter automatically does a skip shift. I stopped it first gear, and I went to go to second, and it just pushed me into fourth gear. So the Corvette still has that shift skip, but it has so much power and so much torque that you don't even really notice. I just noticed because I look down and it tells me in the dash here what gear I'm in. Well, there it is. 2017 Chevrolet Corvette Z06. For us in Canada, you might want to call it a Z06, but then people will laugh at you. It is one wicked car. It really is. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you're looking for one of these cars, you might want to contact Jim Tubman in Ottawa. Apparently they have 6 of these cars sitting there waiting to be sold. But I might just take one home right now. Thanks for watching.